really because I've been going through an annual spawning, looking at the state of them. Big telescopic mouth sucking up detritus and little invertebrates in there off the bottom. So Tom is just releasing the adult pair of 4 lion snakes. We've got eggs running on those out in outdoor enclosure. So there'll be people cringing terribly that there's now 3 different species of snakes in here. It's all experimental. They're all snakes that don't eat other snakes as a rule. And it also means there's more chance of seeing stuff out for the public point of view. Look at that. They look so much bigger out in a more spacious natural enclosure. So first thing this morning, it was 16 degrees. The Russian rat snakes were out waiting for the sun to come out. The Vietnamese blue beauty came out in the sun. It's actually got so warm they've gone back in. Let's see what these guys do out there. Nice to get Steve the gamekeeper a thank you at long last. Took a little while this year. I always like to say thank you. He does so much for us. Not just the permission to fly the birds, but actual helps us out now, and he's by far the biggest conservationist and nature lover and the person that does the most for nature on the estate. So a nice photo collage thanks to Steve McGuinness, wildlife and country photographer, for putting that together for me. It's like, what's it though, Evie?
Yeah, they're like little puppies, aren't they? They love the warm.
People love them, don't they?
My card?
Hey, people love them, don't they?
Yeah, they're so popular.
I look that was like, oh,
Yeah.
I just got left.
Flea with them.
It's okay, you want me to fuck you?
They love anything different. They're playing with it for ages.
This one?
They were playing whilst that one's busy protecting.
Yeah, they're got
cute, aren't they?
Costco, they're about...
Say hi. Whoa. They want to eat the foam. Oh yeah. Oh, what? Keep them ones in your hands and they'll come on your hands. Oh, it is super big, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll go this tighter.
Cute, aren't they?
Come on, I can't get hold of them.
It's the only time they let you smoke them.
Yeah, what are they eating already? Oh, they're quick, aren't they?
I'm all out, I think.
That's when they attack.
Yeah, now they've done that.
Oops,
What about this one here? Look, there's one in my trouser leg. Come on.
Yeah, so we have like a family of 4 or 5 in, and then we feed them, get pictures, and I always get the pictures.
Here. Who's having this one then? Look,
Do you want some more, Mum?
that's it. Come.
I'll get a bit more.
So we're at Wicksteed Park where Georgia fronts up the animal area. And Jackie's getting a special treat to feed the meerkats. Smile, George.
My favourite fact about them is they have built-in sunglasses, so their eyes are black and they've got black fur around their eyes, so when they're looking for predators in the sky all day, they don't get
Ah,
blinded by
okay.
the sun.
How cool is that?
Okay. That's it.
Well, it's the first day of June, I think. 8 degrees last night, 11 degrees as I drove into work. Cloudy, cold wind. Thankfully, the big old Russian rat snakes are pretty tough. The Vietnamese blue beauty snakes not out, and neither are the 4 lion snakes, but they seem to be very nocturnal, even in an outdoor enclosure. Russian rat snakes, obviously when they're little, snakes just don't come out much, but these mature pair of Russian rat snakes, they've been doing really well out here. So the pipe work's come off the fountain pump in the pond, which is only on during the day, but I normally put a plank across there and risk falling in. Tom is suited up, ready to go. Yeah, how very. That's quite deep, isn't it? See if you can strap a turtle to each foot and ride around. Oh, there's one. Hello.
Deeper than I thought.
Yeah, it's deep. Here's a nice first. Russian rat snakes, first ones I've ever bred. How cool are they? And quick to hatch as well. Look at that. Little beauties. That's how they feed and settle and grow. Looks like one's a female for a friend of mine. So I've just come out, it's lunchtime, from a school that's had me there once a year to talk about new forest, not rainforest, new forest animals for years. It's a great school, and you know it's a great school because it's always the same staff, just like any good business, you know, they retain their staff. Wonderful kids, and lovely to talk about new forest animals instead of rainforest animals. And I'm just having a walk in some of the open land of the new forest. I am cacking my pants because I'm surrounded by wild New Forest ponies. My animal that, scares the bejesus out of me is horses. I came here last year, just such a lovely bit of water here full of dragonflies. I'm going to flick you around in a second, but head teacher, all the teachers, they were just saying such lovely things about me and how I present to the kids and how much the kids get out of it. I was actually embarrassed. You know, they were being so kind. It's like, I've been doing this a long time, but yeah, I do love what I do. And everyone always says, you know, it's the way you adapt to any age group and the enthuse and the passion and how much their kids get from my visit. So it's really nice. But yeah, they were kind to the point I was embarrassed, to be honest. So one of my head got out the doorway. So I'm going to flip you around and show you a bit of beauty. So how idyllic is this? Look at those lovely plants. Crystal clear water. Absolutely brimming with pondweed. Dragonflies, damselflies. Look at those. Won't keep still long enough, I suppose. Birds are singing. I'm going to put my new Merlin app on, see what other ones I can hear. Great little bird song app. Now, last time I was here, I'm not sure how near to the day, but this was full of toad tadpoles. What a beautiful, beautiful sight. So I'm looking for grass snakes, common lizards, slow worms and adders, but where I am, a bit difficult, but we'll have a look on the heathland and hope the horses keep well away. But let's just look for some tadpoles. How beautiful are they? Okay, we've got some fish in here. They do look like sticklebacks, to be honest. No, I can't see them. Oh, I can see one. I don't know if we can see it on camera though. Can you see it? Only about ½ inch long. Oh, and look, there's the tadpoles. Looks like frog and toads as well. Right in the centre of the screen. And off to the left, look at that. I love ponds and pond dipping. Have a look over here, guys. A whirligig beetle, look at that. Meow. Common, even a pest. But look at that with its grey nape, black crest, blue eyes. Common old jackdaw. Beautiful and intelligent. So you certainly think with the tadpoles, meaning we've got frogs and toads, and the habitat, got to be a grass snake area for sure. And it was great because in the 3 classes, one of the teachers said I saw my first adder ever at the weekend, and she described it perfectly. So I didn't know they had red eyes. And then another teacher in another lesson described a snake, it's very long and described it. Grass snake. So like, I'm working with adults until, weirdly, both of them, different teachers in different classes, this spring have both seen their first snakes in the New Forest, and one of each species. But wouldn't this be an education? Bring your kids down here, strip them off, let them get up to the mud, and then up to the knees in the mud, a bandy net, a white bucket, see what species of wildlife you could find, identify the plants, do some artwork. Education certainly doesn't need to be stuck in a classroom. Not being funny, look at that. That'd look nice in my garden, but look at that. Open heathland, full of New Forest ponies. I'm cacking my pants, but I'm going that way. Certainly some quite nice open forest habitat. So peaceful, there's no one here. I'm parked in a pulling car park. Hardly somewhere away for everyone, but lovely. Look at that. How arty-farty is that? How arty-farty is that? Look at that. Gnarly. Long dead tree. You can hear a nest for the hawks in the distance. So look at this, just miles of open space, wildlife. Literally, there's nobody in sight. Really trying to make changes in my life at the moment. Reduce down some of my animals that take up my time. I'm reducing down the snake collection for various reasons. Getting a new hawk to train this autumn. I've got to get back to being an outdoors person, not just someone that works and runs 2 animal related businesses but doesn't actually do the passionate things that he loves. So not getting on the motorway and heading straight home after school today and coming along here. Again, I say it so much, don't I, but it's just so good for your mind. Sorry about the wind noise, but the peace and the solitude, just being amongst nature on a warm sunny day. Let's see what we can find, if anything at all. Well, that sort of heathland was a little bit sparse. And now there's a bloody great horse. So we're going to get back in the van, have a little look at the road, and head home. Handsome beast, yes. Determined to roll you flat like a bit of pancake, absolutely. Well, the van's cool, so I've just driven down the road to a slightly different, bit more wooded area. I have no idea, I'm not a local, got no local knowledge. I just was nipping here for 20 minutes, see what the habitat turns out to be. Nothing worse than being on the main path, because that's, at the end of the day, here's where all the dog walkers go. Often not ideal for reptiles. Not always so, but anyway, we'll just have a little mooch around. Opening out now. See if there's any nice bits of habitat. Look at that. Should really be on holiday. Worth poking about at. I think Jackie and I need to come down here for a week away and explore the area. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. I haven't got the little phone muffler on again. Now we have got the new phone. I ought to be getting the lapel mic on and the wind muffler on that. Only thing is, the latest iPhone doesn't have the same, oh sorry about that, it doesn't have the same plug sockets, if you will. It doesn't have a lightning cable adapter connection. It's a USB. So all the stuff I bought now needs adapters to fit onto this phone, but we'll get there. Have a look at these foxgloves. Bumblebee paradise, one of my favourite late spring flowers. Look at those. What I liked about the school here, when I was asking the kids about the animals they might find around here, I was getting the usual squirrels and owls and stuff. But I was getting kids to say sand lizards and smooth snakes. I asked them if they knew what a slow worm was, and all of the children in 3 classes put their hands up. I asked them if they could describe it, and they could. So different to Northamptonshire compared to near Southampton. Very different. Those kids are lucky. They've got all this half a mile from their school. Look at these beautiful orchids. My favourite owl, the long-eared owl. Strangely, there's one of those in my van right now. Little owls, gorgeous. Can't see through the mesh. Good barn owl setup. Pucker. That's cool. Lovely grounds around the place. Great minds think alike. New Forest magpie. About the only thing that's awake. Probably come in here where there's mostly mammals at lunchtime, hottest part, sunniest part of the day. Not conducive to seeing the stuff out. And we've got many species of otters, badgers, fox, polecats. Don't think I've seen any of them. Oh yeah, we've seen the giant otters snoozing. Big enclosures. That's the trouble when you deal with a lot of the British mammals, which are nocturnal. Not always out for your visitors, as we know ourselves. Nice big enclosure for the snowy owl. We look at building a new enclosure for eagle owl. Might make it an enclosure like this, a display enclosure, where both eagle owls can just chill out and have plenty of room. If it is an old Hedwig. More barn house, big play area. Now in the deer area. Not expensive, it's just full of deer. Hardly anyone here. Middle of the day, weekday, not school holidays. Great time to come. Now in the deer area, we can see some otters, look. Everyone's a snoozing. just seen a big rat, now a tree rat up.
Sure if I could get any luck. There's
Oxide daisies, transforming the country's motorways into absolutely glorious meadows. One of my favourite plants of the late spring as well. Look at those. Well, that was a long day. 2 hours sleep last night. 4 o'clock alarm. Set off at just after 5, all the way down to near Southampton to the New Forest, as you've seen, hopefully. Yeah, the New Forest, what was it called? Wildlife Centre. Forgot what it's called. Very tired. It was so near on my map to where I actually was. I thought, I'm going to pop in there. It was 15 quid to get in. As I said on the film, loads of stuff is asleep, isn't it, in the middle of a hot day, if you're talking British mammals, but lots to see. Very interesting. Can't believe they haven't got an adder pit or something like that. Certainly down in the New Forest. 6 o'clock, just got back, just put all the livestock away. Still got some stuff to do. I've just spot cleaned all the reptiles. I've now got to go through the tarantulas and the millipedes and invertebrates and do their deep weekly clean and feed, if you like. Lots to do. Hope you've enjoyed this vlog. All going on, and I'll see you in the next one.